you're sharpening the teeth, these teeth are getting close to being changed because the tooth is getting close to the holder, but you want to check for the optimal angle of the tooth. Like right there, you can see that the heel of the tooth back there is not touching the top of the gauge. So we want to shave down the front of the tooth to get it to be flush. When the tooth comes down and it encounters the wood, it's hitting the knife edge of the tooth, not anywhere else. So that way it slices through the wood instead of like hammering the wood. So you also don't want to be on the tooth too long. Look at that, that's like perfect. You don't want to be on the tooth too long because then it heats up the tooth. And when you heat up metal too hot, it can change the hardness of the tooth. The whole benefit of these teeth that they're hardened steel, so in this sandy climate, the teeth will wear down even faster if you change the metallurgical properties of the tooth. Each one of these teeth are like axes. I mean, the mulching head itself weighs about 3,200 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. And these teeth, they're like over a pound each. They're very heavy duty. It's a Canadian-based mulching head, which means, you know, it's the best. I know there's a lot of mulching heads out there, and see, look at that. That's perfect. I think Shearex makes some of the best heads out there. I mean, what do you think of when you think of Canada? You think of trees, right? So most people, they don't spend the time to do this. And it's really important because you can already see how hot the tooth is. See, it's evaporating the water. Over the course of the day, it could really speed up production by keeping the teeth sharp, because you might knock down like an 8-inch tree and it might take you 30 minutes with sharpened teeth, or you know, dull teeth to process the tree, but maybe about half the time with sharp teeth. So, you know, if you keep them sharp, it just helps. What's really exciting is that Shearex just flew out from Canada last week and they tuned the mulching head. It hadn't been tuned since it was delivered. Mark came out from Canada and he tuned the mulching head hydraulically specifically to the system of the ASV 135, which I can't believe how much better it's operating. He changed the shift point in the hydraulic motor. When the mulching head is grabbing larger material, it knows when to shift inside the system. He knows way more than I do. I just know that it just does a lot better job now that he's spent the time adjusting it, which is exciting. So this is the first big job that we get to test it out on. Let's see how we're doing here. It looks good enough to me.